Hi, everybody. Oh, oh, my droplets. We have a lot to go over. I'm going to talk to you today about mental health. A subject near and dear to my oblongata. Now I'm in a good mood now, but I wasn't earlier. And in fact, kind of slipped towards a dangerous place. A place that could hurt me, or keep me away from you guys. That weird place where you're not really going to hurt yourself, but the idea becomes so appealing you go through the motions of wanting to. Like, what I mean by that is you don't plan it out, but you go through the motions of it. You start to you feel it's like you're feeling your way towards it. Where would all my stuff go? What would happen to me if I was gone? Would anyone care? And that's the big part, is would anyone care? Of course people would care. Of course I know this. But it got bad. And now I'm on a new medication. I'm on Xanax. And Xanax sometimes can, from what I'm reading, it doesn't exactly cause these thoughts. Hello, kitty. Anyway, from what I'm reading, it can. A moment, please. No, kitty. Anyway, it can not only as I introduce him, this is Jezebel. He is a jerk who has a long story behind his name. And he is an obnoxious, destructive little pissant. But I love him very much. But we're talking right today about not about cats, but about, well, medication and mental illness. And, well, like I said, you get to a point sometimes where you're just planning it, and you don't really want to do anything. But you plan it, you sit there, and you talk about it, you think about it, and it's there in your mind. This is tough to talk about, but, thanks, buddy. But, it is real, and it's a sign that you're in pain, a lot of pain, when this is happening. And I thought maybe it was because the Xanax can cause you to, it makes getting to suicidal thoughts easier because you're less anxious, so you have more thoughts. And well, I got past it. I did talk to a thing, and I did talk to my doctor, or my counselor, I should say, and we discovered something. I've been through this before, and recently, a thing where it was like, what was so bad is that, like I said, I don't want to, before I go anything else, I don't want to hurt myself. I am not planning to hurt myself. But when it gets really bad, the scenario comes up. Not about would I do it, just it's like it's my warning sign to get to ask for help or do something. Do something. The other time this happened was Trump getting elected. The sheer amount of anger, hate and helpless bravado and screaming and yelling and anger everywhere. Just it wrecked me. It utterly wrecked me. And the same thing's happening now because he's about to be sworn in, and all anyone can talk about is Trump. And well, Trump's a hateful monster, and it really affects me to see the world talking about a hateful monster, and that to the people of the world, it feels like there's nothing else more important than this hateful monster. Let's pretend that we're going to do something about it. See, even now, I can feel myself slipping into my anger mode about it, and I have to stop talking about that. And that's tough for me because I'm supposed to be this tough punk who's going to, write good comics that will make a difference or do things. And yes, 41 pound, whatever. But it overwhelms me. This feeling, it all comes over me, and then there's nothing left of me. It's the only way to describe it. It's like I get smaller. It's like it triggers my PTSD. I get smaller as a person. I shrink. I'm not there. And so the question becomes, what do you do about this? And for a while, it may be that I have to really limit my news intake. I'm thinking of doing a lot of muting of particular articles. I simply can't take it. I don't think that makes me a coward, despite the fact that it makes me feel like a coward. Again, I have stories to tell, and I need to know the world if I'm going to tell a good story. It just hurts too much to watch the world vomit its hate everywhere, on everything, 24/7. Nothing but hate and anger. So what did I do? I mean, my meds help, because even when I'm like that, it helps me from becoming crippled with the anxiety and the pain. So instead, I was full of anxiety and pain, and I had energy, which is weird. No, so weird, huh, buddy? Huh, Jazzy Bell. Huh, my dear Ismail, Jazzy, Jazzy, Jazzy. Jazzy, Jazzy, Jazzy. GJ Jazzy Jazz. Anyway, cats are one way I fight it. But, like, I have to learn to sometimes maybe disconnect from everything. And what I did this time is, after I had my doctors, I went and did something. I'd saved up money, and that's the other cat, if you can hear that. But I saved up money, and I went to a place around here called Pierceology. And I went on a two for Tuesday. 2 piercings, you only pay for one, you pay for both jewelry, so it's pretty good. And I got a piercing. Yeah, that's finally fixing my nose piercing. It will be replaced with something a little different, but I'm really liking it. It suits my face very well, I think, and I like it very much. Now, that's not the only piercing I got. I can't show you the other piercing, but down below. Now, this was an excellent experience because, one, I kind of think I got my vaginal hood, my clitoral hood, pierced. Vertical bar looks really nice. It's very easy. There's no blood. But here's the part that was really amazing. You see, I went in there and I just told them, look, I'm a trans person. It's been 9 months to the day, it turns out, that since I got my surgery, and this is important to me. This is kind of me marking my territory. It's something I've wished to do my whole life, so I did it. And I ended up doing it in a room full of piercers. The whole shop showed up. None of them had ever seen a trans woman get pierced. And again, because we have slightly different anatomy than a cis woman. The neo-surgical vagina is just different enough that they were curious to see how it was done. So yeah, I was in a big room. There were like 6 people there, lovely people, and they asked me all sorts of questions about how the surgery happened, what was in one place, what was in another. There was this one guy there who, well, he kind of looked at me like he was King Arthur and my cooter was the Holy Grail. I think it made him sad that I'm a lesbian. But it was amazing because they thought it was beautiful, and because they were interested, and because they treated me with respect, and because I got to explain how it worked, and quite frankly, it's kind of bonding. I felt rather close to these guys. Here they were learning about me so that someone else wants to do something like I did. They could do it right. And it felt really good because I did something to teach other people that we're normal. That trans people are normal people and that we're just women. And so the act of it and the acceptance, being in a room of accepting people who are also really pierced and tattooed in all sorts of ages, not just like 18. They went all the way up into their 50s. And I didn't feel alone. I didn't feel judged in any way. And I didn't feel, and no one asked inappropriate or obnoxious questions. And I got my clip pierced. Well, the hood anyway. And that means a lot to me. It's mine now. Well, hi. All about pussy tonight. But, I mean, it's a big turn. I mean, I went from, like, is it worth me being in the world, to, I'm so thankful for the attention. Stop it, you. Stop it, you. But the Yowler is a roommate's cat. This is Dow. Dow! And she's the most obnoxious thing ever. But, yeah. So it's weird to go in such extremes, but I mean, that's how my life often goes. It's not easy. And I think the big thing is, though, is that I want to leave this message with everybody. And that is, it can get dark. It can get really dark. It can get to, should I even be here dark? Should I even, do that place, like I said, where you don't want to, but you plan it. Not because you want to, but because you want someone to care so bad, and it feels like no one does, because all anyone seems to want to talk about is the most hateful thing you can think of, and it makes you feel so tiny. But I mean, I fight back with art, with passion, with sex, with with body modifications that make me feel good, with exercise and careful diet, and medication, and people who legitimately care. So, like, the thing to do is when it gets, pardon. Okay, I guess I am going a little long even for myself. The thing to do when it really hurts is to stop, take a break, and just love yourself for a little bit. Do something for you. Do something outside your usual area. And to everyone I scared and can scare, maybe I'm scaring with this video. It's okay. I'm all right. I'm not going crazy. I'm not having falling apart. It's a tough time, and I'm going to adjust. But more than that, I'm going to adjust, and I'm going to thrive. A horrible day was turned into a lovely experience because of respect and kindness and doing things that I love. So, I'm a lucky woman, all things considered. And, Mama Droplets, I love you all, and bye!